students, I welcome you all to today's session. I hope all of you are doing perfect at your places. Today's topic is essay writing. An essay is a short piece of writing about a subject. The word essay literally means an attempt. The essays which you are set to write to school are really trial exercises or attempts to express your thoughts in good English. तो essay का मतलब क्या होता है? Trial और attempt. तो स्कूल में जो आप ऐसे लिखते हो, it is just an attempt to write something which is very good in your English language. So to write an essay, you need three things. A, the necessary information, the ability to arrange the information in a suitable order and the ability to express it clearly. पहले तो information चाहिए जिस पे ऐसे लिखना है, उसके बाद information आपको सही तरीके से arrange करना आना चाहिए and last में सही तरीके से उसको express करना भी आना चाहिए. So here are a few hints on the procedure. You must have a clear idea of the subject on which you have to write. Do not go on to write at random. Think over the subject carefully and set down the points as they come into your mind. Read over the notes you have noted down to select the points suitable for the purpose. Cross out the points which you find irrelevant. Bring related ideas together, group them under various heads and arrange them in a natural, logical order. You have now an outline for your essay. Now begin to write the essay, taking up each head and each point in the order in which it comes in the outline. Each heading should have at least one paragraph to itself. The paragraphs should be interlinked so that they lead onto each other and make for smooth reading. The essay should consist of introduction, body and conclusion. Pay special attention to the introduction and the conclusion. See that the introduction arouses interest and the conclusion is effective and satisfying. The body contains the main points of the subject. The paragraphs in the body should be completely built up and arranged in a proper order so as to link the introduction and the conclusion. तो proper heading होनी चाहिए, information intact होनी चाहिए, उसको आपको express करना आना चाहिए, बीच में आपके सारे statements और sentences coherent होने चाहिए, relative होने चाहिए, बहुत ज़्यादा सस्पिशियस भी होने चाहिए ताकि जो रीडर है वो पढ़ता रहे और एंडिंग हमेशा आपकी सैटिस्फाइंग और इफेक्टिव होनी चाहिए. So there are mainly 5 points of essays. One is reflective essays. A reflection is a thought on some subject. So a reflective essay consists of thoughts on some topic. Reflective essays deals with topics like good manners, friendship, work, leisure, union is strength, school games, television, the internet, newspapers, etc. तो reflective essay ऐसे topic के बारे में होता है जो किसी चीज के ऊपर reflect करवा रहा होता है. Second is narrative essays. A narrative essay consists in the narration of some events or series of events. Narrative essays deal with such topics as an excursion, a picnic, a stranger incident, an incident, a fire, an unforgettable experience, etc. In a narrative essay, it is always best to relate events in the order in which they happen. Narrative essays में आप कोई story telling कर रहे होते हो kind of. तो आपका ये story chronology में होना चाहिए, जो जब हुआ है वो follow up होना चाहिए. Then a descriptive essays. A descriptive essay consists of a description of an animal, a plant, a city, a place of historical interest, etc. किसी भी topic के बारे में descriptive essay में आपको description, details दी जाती हैं. Then we have imaginative essays. Imaginative essays deal with topics like if I were the prime minister, if I were a millionaire, if I were on the moon, etc. When writing such essays, the writer places himself in imagination in a position of which he has had no actual experience. Imaginative essays में जो राइटर होता है वो एक्चुअली में कभी उस पोजीशन पे रहा नहीं होता है, सिर्फ इमेजिनेशन पे वो पूरा का पूरा ऐसे लिख डालता है. Then we have argumentative essays. An argumentative essay is almost similar to a reflective essay. It is concerned almost entirely with ideas, but in an argumentative essay, unlike in a reflective essay, you are required to discuss a particular problem and therefore you are not free to interpret a subject in any way you like. You have to argue for or against the subject and justify your viewpoint. तो argumentative essay जो होता है वो kind of आपका reflective essay की तरह होता है, लेकिन आप इसमें imagination नहीं डाल सकते. आपको कुछ facts डालने होंगे या और for या against the motion में आपको बात करनी पड़ेगी. Now let's see the examples of essays. First topic is globalization. Globalization is a process of worldwide spread of science, technologies, businesses, etc. through the means of transportation, communication and trade. Globalization has affected almost all the countries worldwide in various ways such as socially, economically, politically and psychologically too. Globalization is a term indicating fast and continuous integration and interdependence of countries in the field of businesses and technologies. The effects of globalization have been seen on the tradition, environment, culture, security, lifestyle and ideas, and there are many factors affecting and accelerating globalization trends worldwide. The reason of acceleration is in the globalization is because of people demands, free trade activities, worldwide acceptance of markets, emerging new technologies, new researches in the science, etc. Globalization has a huge negative impacts on the environment and given rises to various environmental issues like water pollution, deforestation, air pollution, soil pollution, contamination of water resources, climate change, biodiversity loss. All the ever-growing environmental issues need to be solved on the urgent basis by international efforts. Otherwise, they may finish the existence of life on the earth a day in future. In order to prevent the loss of environment, there is a need of globalization of eco-friendly technologies and huge level environmental awareness among people. In order to deal with the negative effects of globalization, companies need to develop greener technologies which may replace the current status of the environment. However, globalization has helped a lot positively to save the environment by proving various resources, reducing adverse effects on the environment like hybrid cars, using less fuel, and promoting education. Apple brand has also aimed to manufacture eco-friendly products, reduce negative impacts of globalization and exceed positive effects. Increasing demands of the ever-increasing population lead towards extensive deforestation, causing great level of environmental issue. Till now, almost half of the useful forests have been cut in the past years, so there is a need to make globalization under control to reduce its negative effects. तो यहाँ पर भी आपका क्या है, इस पूरे के पूरे ऐसे में आपको ग्लोबलाइजेशन के प्लस भी बताए गए हैं, नेगेटिव्स भी बताए गए हैं, ग्लोबलाइजेशन हो क्यों रहा है, क्या क्या उसके नेगेटिव रेपरकशंस हैं, ये सारी चीजें आपको बताई गई हैं विद द कंक्लूजन कि क्या ऐसा करा जा सकता है कि ग्लोबलाइजेशन भी हो लेकिन एनवायरमेंटल इश्यूज उसके साथ साथ ना हो. Then the role model. Father is the only man in the world who will never hurt his daughter. A father-daughter relation is the most beautiful relation in the world. It is so cute and touching how fathers care for their daughters and enjoy their tantrums. My father is my role model. I am his first priority and he is always partial towards me and than my brothers. He pampers me and makes me feel like the most special daughter in the world. Like every other father, he too is very protective for me. He never forgets to buy special gifts for me from everywhere he travels for business. He supports me and guides me through each and every phases of my life. I share unexpressed bond with my father that comprises of respect, love and care. He is an introvert who generally don't express his feelings when he's upset, but I understand how he feels on different occasions. I know the wounds of his heart and the struggles he has done throughout his life. His children are his world and he has always provided them with what they want, even in the most challenging periods in life. He has always been strong and firm, but he never complains or shows that he's tired of being so strong. But I really know he is, and it really pinches my heart. He believes strongly in humanity and lives with his ethics in life. He is the most kind-hearted person and never ever wishes evil for anyone in life. He's hardworking, dedicated and sincere in his work. He is a simple person and loves to live a simple life. He inspires to be a good human being in life. I love him. He is the most special man in my life. He will forever be my hero, mentor and guide throughout my life. तो यहाँ पे आपके रोल मॉडल की बात करी जा रही है. यहाँ पे एक फादर और डॉटर के बॉन्ड के बारे में बताया जा रहा है, which is really precious and very pious relationship. Then the Indian culture. India is a rich country of cultures where people live in their culture. We respect and honor our Indian culture a lot. The culture is everything like the way of behaving with other ideas, customs we follow, arts, handicrafts, religions, food habits, fairs, festivals, music and dance are parts of the culture. India is a big country with high population of where people of various religions with unique culture live together. Some of the major religions of the country are Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Jainism, Sikhism and Zoroastrianism. India is a country where various languages are spoken in different parts of the country. People here are generally used of varieties in costume, social beliefs, customs and food habits. People believes and follow various customs and traditions according to their own religions. We celebrate our festivals according to our own rituals, keep fast, take bath in holy water of Ganga, worship and pray to God, sing ritual songs, dance, eat delicious dinner, wear colorful dresses and lots of activities. We also celebrate some national festivals by getting together such as Republic Day, Independence Day, Gandhi Jayanti, including various social events. People of different religions celebrate their festivals in various parts of the country with great zeal and enthusiasm without interfering each other. Some events like birth of Gautam Buddha, Buddha Purnima, Lord Mahavir birthday, Mahavir Jayanti, Guru Nanak Jayanti, Guru Parv, etc. is celebrated conjointly by people of many religions. India is a famous country for its various cultural dances like classical, Bharatnatyam, Kathak, Kathakali, Kuchipudi and folk according to the religions. or the regions, and Punjabis enjoy dancing Bhangra, Gujaratis enjoy doing Garba, Rajasthani enjoy Ghumar, Assamese enjoy Bihu, and whereas Maharashtrian enjoy Lavani. So यहाँ पे आपके इंडियन कल्चर के बारे में बताया गया है, जहाँ पे आपकी डाइवर्सिटी ऑफ, यहाँ पे आपकी यूनिटी ऑफ डाइवर्सिटी है. रीजन्स आपके हर कुछ किलोमीटर्स पे आपका रीजन बदल जाता है, डायलेक्ट बदल जाता है, लैंग्वेज बदल जाती है, ट्रेडिशंस बदल जाते हैं, पहनने का तरीका, खाने का तरीका, डांस फॉर्म्स इतने हैं, स्टिल पीपल आर यूनाइटेड टुगेदर. Then Startup India, Stand Up India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi had announced earlier on 15th of August 2015 about a new campaign called Startup India, Stand Up India. This campaign was launched with its complete action plan on 16th of January in 2016 by the Modi government, and this is a scheme which will promote bank financing for startups, means youths of country. It will also offer incentives to them in order to boost entrepreneurship and job creation in the country. This program is a big step taken by the Indian government regarding development in India by encouraging entrepreneurship among youths. According to this scheme, each of the bank branches will support at least one Dalit, Adivasi and women entrepreneur in order to easily encourage them. It will be proved very effective scheme in the development of India, as it encourages and enables startups of the country who have strong mind and innovative ideas necessary to bring nation to the new track. The initiative will be proved a new dimension to the entrepreneurship and help newcomers in setting up their business, as well as make a live network of startups through connection. Highly skilled and multi-talented youths of the country will be completely benefited through this campaign and able to generate new jobs. This campaign is the result of commitment of Modi government to make India a developed country by 2022 with the availability of house, electricity, job and other basic needs to all. तो Startup India, Stand Up India जो मोदी गवर्नमेंट का एक इनिशिएटिव है, focuses on entrepreneurship skills of different aspects and different sections of the society. And then we have cleanliness. Cleanliness is a clean habit which is very necessary to all of us. Cleanliness is a habit of keeping ourselves physically and mentally clean, including with our home, pet animals, surroundings, environment, pond, river, schools, etc. We should keep ourselves neat, clean and well dressed all the time. It helps in making a good personality and impression in the society, as it reflects a clean character. We should maintain the environment and natural resources, water, food, land, etc. Cleanliness together with our body, cleanliness in order to make the possibility of life existence forever on the earth. Cleanliness makes us healthy in every aspect, like mental, physical, social and intellectual. Generally, we all noticing in our homes that our grandmothers and moms are very strict about the cleanliness before worship. It is not another thing. They just try to make cleanliness our habit. But they follow wrong way, as they never describe us the benefits and purpose of cleanliness. That's why we get problem in following the cleanliness. Every parent should logically describe and discuss their kids about the benefits, purpose, necessity, etc. of the cleanliness, and they must tell us that cleanliness is the first and foremost thing in our lives, like food and water. We should always take care and observe our personal and surrounding cleanliness to make our future bright and healthy. We should take bath with soap, cure our cut our nails, wear well washed and pressed clothes on daily basis. We should learn from our parents about how to keep home neat and clean. We should not make our surroundings areas dirty, as it spread diseases. We should wash our hands with soap every time we go to eat something, and we should drink safe, clean and well purified water all through the day. We never eat junk foods, stale foods or other ready-made liquids. So cleanliness should be our habit. जैसे सांस लेना habit है, बिना उसके काम नहीं चलता है, खाना खाना habit है, उसके बिना भी काम नहीं चलता है, पानी पीना भी habit है, उसके बिना भी काम नहीं चलता है. तो साफ सफाई भी habit ही होनी चाहिए, उसके बिना भी काम नहीं चलना चाहिए. चलता है तो रोकिए, और डेली किस तरह क्यों रहना है क्लीन, वो भी आपके लिए जानना इंपॉर्टेंट है. देन सुगम्य भारत अभियान. Sugamya Bharat Abhiyan, or Accessible India campaign, was launched on 3rd of December 2015 by the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, at Vigyan Bhavan, New Delhi. This Abhiyan is launched especially to provide equal access to the people with disabilities in India. This campaign was launched especially on 3rd of December, as this day is celebrated as the International Day of Persons with Disabilities all over the world. This campaign is launched to fulfill the objectives of making almost 50% of the government buildings, whether in the national capital or state capitals, fully accessible for the disabled people by July 2018. Kati Benla, a 9-year-old girl child suffering from 100% locomotor disability, was awarded with the National Award at Vigyan Bhavan, New Delhi on 3rd of December, World Disability Day 2015. She belongs to Khensa village, Mokochung district, Nagaland, and was nominated for the Best Creative Child with Disabilities Award for the empowerment of a person with disabilities in the country. This initiative is an ambitious move of Indian government aiming to enable disabled persons to gain universal access through the equal opportunities for development. This campaign is to help them for independent living through their active participation in almost all the aspects of life. This initiative includes the renovation of airports and railway stations easily accessible to the disabled. The Prime Minister of India has stated in his speech that all the smart cities planned to be made in future should have fully accessibility for the person with disabilities. In order to bring changes in the people's way of thinking about the disabled person, PM has said to consider the replacement of word Viklang with Divyang. This initiative will complete the meaning of a slogan सबके साथ सबका विकास in the future. तो ये इनिशिएटिव क्या है? सुगम्य भारत अभियान, जहाँ पे जितने भी लोग हैं विद डिसेबिलिटीज उनको एनकरेज करा जाएगा. विद अगर बहुत ज़्यादा क्रिएटिव वो लोग हैं उनको रोका नहीं जाएगा उनकी सिर्फ कुछ डिसेबिलिटी की वजह से. दिस इनिशिएटिव इज ऑल अबाउट दैट, टू एनकरेज पीपल विद डिसेबिलिटीज इन द country. Now assessment zone, write essays on each of the following topics. Good manners क्यों जरूरी होते हैं? It is not just वो आपके अंदर inculcate कर देनी चाहिए. Good manners are always liked by everyone, and if you have good manners, you will always be loved by everyone and everywhere wherever you go in your life. Students, with this we are done with this chapter. Go through the entire chapter properly, and rest of the exercise questions, please do it yourselves.